you going, guys? You guessed it, another episode on Back on the Bench. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a tailor rig for surf fishing when in probably more turbulent sort of waters than usual. So instead of the water where you go down the beach, it's nice and calm. As you can see behind me here, we've got a fair whack of wash running across, and at times we have got a bit of swell running. To make it a bit more how you're going, it is a very shallow gutter we're fishing here, so there is a good chance that the baits are going to get ripped out the sand. Okay, we're going to take you through from start to finish. We're also going to show you that you don't need to buy pre-made gangs and show you how to make them. So let's start with the gang hooks. Guys, the best gang hook that I've found, and it's just the ones that I've found, is the Mustad 7766D in a 4.0. Okay, so don't worry about your 8260s, your 4202s. If you remember the 7766D, you are going to have a fantastic time because they're a nice little strong tarpon style hook. All you're going to need is a pair of side cutters like this. I mean, these will crimp and do everything for me. And you see this little piece right up the front here, the V. You're just going to put that in between the eye and the hook where it joins. Squeeze down as tight as you can and slightly lever the hook. You can see right there, we've put a nice little gap in the eye. Now you only need to do that to 2 out of the 3. Don't do it to all 3, you just don't need to. Once again, clip it in there, give it a bit of a twist, and there you go. I hope you can see that all right. So what we're going to do, the hook simply inserts like that. Let me show you this one up close. So there's the gap in the hook, and here's the hook. Okay, we need it to go this way. We go through, so the barb of the hook goes through that gap, and there's your gang there. What we're going to do now is on these pliers here, let's close them up. You can see in between the 2 crimpers, there's a tiny little round shaped slot. Put that around the eye of the hook, just like that. Okay, I hope you can see that all right. And then all you do is squeeze him shut. That's as simple as it gets, guys. The advantage with making your own gangs is you can trust the quality of them straight away. If you have someone else making your stuff, you don't know what the quality control was like. So let's start this rig. You're gonna need, look, what did we call that? Let's call that 1.5 meters of leader. That's gonna go down to your sinker. Now, I'm gonna be running grapnel sinkers from Gemini tonight. They're all packed away nice and neatly, so we won't tie that to anything at the moment, but when you are ready, you tie that to the sinker. You then get your Shogun 3-way crane, just like that. Now, this little fella who comes off to the side there, that's gonna go to your hook, and your main crane swivel is going to come down to your bait. I like leaving this crane swivel here at the top. So the one that comes off the side, I like him at the top. Okay, now you don't know specific knots. Once again, just do it however you like. You tie what you want. Always remember, lube her up. Always lube her up. Bang, cut off that tag. And there you have a nice little neat knot that will run down to your sinker. Next, we'll put him aside, and then we're going to pull out a bit of leader for the hooks. It doesn't need to be much. So in this case, I don't know, let's call that 1 foot for what it's worth. Now, I'm only using 40 pound on this rig. Because I'm using a gang, the choppers generally do grab the tails first, I've found up here. So I don't need to run super heavy leaders. Tie that hook on however you want, lube her up, cut off the tag, and there we go again. We're getting somewhere. So now we've got the hook set up, we're just going to simply tie it off to the side. So remember that 3-way crane swivel? There we go, she's tied off. I've cut that a bit long for my liking. I prefer shorter droppers. Causes me less grief and a lot less tangles. So we tie him on there, just like this. Now, I know I'm not showing you the knots. I get that, but there we go, we've pulled him tight. you should know at least some basic knots, be it a blood knot, a uni knot, or whatever. If you don't, leave a comment below and I'll get some tied up. So there you've got a basic tailor rig ready for the surf, ready for the muleys. But we're going to be using this on the Elvis, okay? So when you're using an Elvis, keep in mind, short little leader, small swivels. Let's tie him up just like this. Doesn't matter, just get it done. And the reason you're using the 2 swivels is to eliminate that line twist that the Elvis are notorious for. I think if you were to fault an Elvis, that's probably the only thing you can fault it on, because apart from that, definitely, as I've said a million times before, there's no stronger reel on the market. You can dunk them, you can give them a crumb sausage if you like crumb sausage, giving things crumb sausages. Do what you want. Throw it at the wall if you want, it's not going to break. And there it is, guys, the perfect tailor rig for the surf. Okay, now I hope that's something that's helpful to you guys. If there's anything else you need to know, leave a comment below and we will answer it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this short video with Back on the Bench. And until next time, get out there, get in the surf, enjoy this magnificent coastline that West Australia has to offer, and we'll see you in the next episode. Catch you later.